Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to bring this three-part series to you about home delivery meal services. I have tried three not so well-known services that include Home Chef, Marley and Spoon, and Hungry Root. So each video I will tell you a little bit about the service. I'll unbox it for you, go through the recipes, and then give you my final thoughts. So today I'm going to be sharing Home Chef with you, so if you'd like to hear a little bit more about it and my experiences, keep on watching. Okay, so let's talk about Home Chef just a little bit. So how I came across Home Chef is that I have tried Blue Apron and other delivery service plans that I think that we hear a lot about, and I thought, is there anything else out there, anything new to try? And I came across just an article that was kind of like, what are the best home delivery meal services, and this brand Home Chef came up as #1 on this article, and I thought, hey, let's try it out. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it to get an idea of what their services offers before I dive into unboxing it and showing you guys the recipes. So so you get the option to customize like most other meal delivery services. I'm gonna be looking a little bit at my phone because it is a lot of information. You can have 2, 4, or 6 servings delivered, so you have that option. I chose 2. I'm a single person, and my thought is always dinners and lunches, so it works out really well. And then how many times do you want to cook a week? So how many meals do you want? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then they ask you for if you prefer meat, seafood, vegetables, any dietary preferences, and this is all optional if you want low calorie or low carb, and anything that you want to avoid. So if there is something that you don't like seafood, or you don't like pork, or you don't like beef, you can always let them know. And the prices are going to obviously differ for as many servings or meals that you want per week. So one thing about Home Chef that you have the opportunity to do when looking at recipes is there's so many different categories. So you can really customize to not only what you like but your preferences. And so they have vegetarian, things without nuts, so you have a nut allergy, poultry, chicken without soy if that's really important to you, without wheat if you are gluten-free, the customer favorites, seafood, pork, carb conscious and calorie conscious, their staff picks, things without milk. You can include breakfast things, calorie conscious, I think I mentioned that, beef, steak. You can have smoothies added to your box. You can have fish, salad, pasta, salmon, and so much more. So I found that I think you have about 15 meals to choose from each time you have the delivery service. They do have options for like fruit, like seasonal fruit, and again like smoothies that you can add on, so you can really customize it so it's not just like dinner. You can kind of add some of those extra on. So I felt like there was a lot to choose from. For me, I picked like staff picks, and one of the things I was looking for is something a little bit more calorie conscious. So I felt like they had a wide variety of meals that I thought was really, really awesome. What I also found out that it's really easy to skip meals. They gave you a lot of notification if something was coming up, so if you wanted to skip something, you can pause your account and then reactivate it at any time. So I thought that just the layout was really easy. There was a lot of customization, and I really enjoyed that piece. I felt like there was a lot to choose from. I'll mention this again. If you're interested in Home Chef, I'll leave a lot of information down below so you can look into it a little bit more, as well as $30 off your first order if you're new to Home Chef, which is a really awesome way to try some of these out, which I also did. I got a coupon off the internet, and I think it's really inexpensive when I was just doing 2 servings, 3 meals. So now I want to get on to the unboxing, my first impressions, and the actual getting in there and cooking. Okay, so I just got back from the gym and this box was waiting for me, so I thought we can check it out. So it's a really cute little box. They left it on my front porch, which is awesome. Yeah, so let's open it up and see how everything's packed. You know, how it compares. The other ones I've tried are Blue Apron and Hello Fresh, and I've liked them fine, but I just, you know, try new things. This is Real Home Chef, or Home Chef. Let's see, just like in my living room. Okay, so the first thing that I see is that it's not super heavy, is it's a little coupon for wine from Bright Cellars, so there's that, and then the meals. And one thing I noticed right off the bat is that these come hole punched, so that's kind of cool because it's giving you just an easy way to store these. So if you really like a recipe, you can just throw it in a binder, or it's already hole punched, you don't have to think about it, and I really like that. So I picked my 3 recipes. I looked for stuff that was more low calorie, and so I picked the broccoli parmesan risotto. I love how it gives you a nice really big picture. It tells you prep and cook time, how many days you need to actually make this, so you need to cook within 7 days, so that's always good to note. The difficulty level, spice level, and then the stuff that's in your box. And then on the back, it gives you a really nice breakdown of the steps. And there's not that many steps, so hopefully it won't take too long. The next one I got was the Korean pork medallions. This was rated as a customer favorite, so I thought I'd check it out. Again, easy. This one's cooked within 6 days, so that is really nice because you actually have a lot of time to cook these meals and you don't have to feel rushed to do it right away, which I really appreciate, because sometimes you get a box and then things happen, or you have plans and you can't cook something right away. So again, same kind of thing. Here's the directions, all of that fun stuff. And the last one I picked was the patio barbecue steak sandwich. This looks so good. It says it's easy. Looks so good with corn. So that is awesome. You pull it out, and just like a lot of them, they are insulated and they have to keep it cool, so there's that. It's really nice that it has recycling instructions right inside here. It says cut plastic liner open, dispose of the cotton fiber in the trash, and then recycle the plastic liner. And that's kind of really good to kind of know how to dispose of everything, because that can be kind of a bit of a hassle. Here's the thing of dry ice. Again, it says reuse or recycle. Cooling packs can be rinsed and reused, or the non-toxic contents emptied and the plastic recycled. So I think that's really cool, because I sometimes don't know what to do with the stuff that I get. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. So here are the packets. I love these. So this is I cannot say broccoli. It's a broccoli parmesan risotto. So they come in these packs, and it's really cool is that they're zippered, good Ziploc bag, and inside you have everything that you need. The broccoli, the garlic, this looks like vegetable stock, everything in this cute little containers, and even down to the cooking line and the rice. So that is, I don't know, a sucker for packaging. So there's a broccoli parmesan risotto that doesn't have meat in it, so just so you know. Next up we have the Korean pork medallion. Same thing, everything is really nicely packaged. All these little cute containers. What's really nice is that you can reuse these containers. Like if you take lunch and you want to put like salad dressing or a condiment in it, you can totally reuse those. So again, here is that clearly labeled. Then we have the patio barbecue steak sandwich, and here's all of the ingredients that are included in that. Ooh, a nice big onion. Ooh, that looks so good. And then we get down, we have another ice pack. So I think my total ice pack is 3 at this point. 2 beautiful ears of corn, you guys. Like, they did not skimp on it. They are fresh. That makes me so happy. They're in their husk. And then down at the bottom, just like most other ones, is the meat. And it's really nice that they keep it separated. There's more ice in there. I really do appreciate that. And so let's see. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful big pork tenderloin. This is, again, for 2 people. That is gorgeous. And the next piece of meat is these 2 sirloin steaks, and they look really great. The meat looks good. There's nice marbling, and that is definitely enough for 2 people, or 2 meals. One thing that I'm impressed with right off the bat is the produce looks really good and really fresh, and the meat portions are actually substantial. Like, some of the other ones I've noticed that, like, they've given you a chicken breast for 2 people, and it's like this little tiny chicken breast, and it's kind of like, yeah. So I feel like these are great portions. And oh my gosh, look, recipes, you guys, they included the binder. How cool is this? This is Welcome to Home Chef, and it tells you just a little bit about the program. There's an app, plan your meals, manage your meals. I love this. How to reuse and recycle. I love that the company is really about recycling and not wasting. But yeah, love it. You guys, I'm already impressed, but we have yet to cook or taste the food, so that is the ultimate test. Let me look at my recipe cards and see. I have 6 days for this one. 6 days, so nothing that needs to be used right away. Guys, I'm kind of digging. I don't know. I'm gonna do every single meal, so that's not something. I'm gonna do the Korean pork medallions. That just looks really good. And you guys, like, I am a single person. I live alone, so I love getting these because it makes it really easy for the week. So today is a Tuesday. I got this today, so I'm gonna have dinner for this tonight. I had planned on Monday meals and today's lunch and breakfast already, but I knew that this was coming tonight, and I knew that I could make this for Tuesday night and Wednesday afternoon. I can do this Thursday night, and then Thursday afternoon have the leftovers, Friday night, and then Friday lunch, and then I'm gone for a 3-day weekend. So this worked out perfect for me. I'm gonna make 1 meal every single night and eat the rest for lunch. So I don't have to worry about my meals for the rest of the week. It's all here, the ingredients. I did not have to go to the grocery store and do a huge haul. I think I picked up a few, like, I get like mini bell peppers, some fruit and stuff like that, and a few like snacks that I like to have throughout the week, but my main meals are done. So this is really exciting. So tonight I will go with the Korean pork medallions, and I'll take you along with me through the process. Okay, so we're ready for the first meal, which is, again, the Korean pork medallions. It says the prep and cook time is 30 to 40 minutes. It's supposed to be easy, it's spicy, and yeah. So the things in it, I love that it tells you right at the top what you'll need, which is olive oil, salt, pepper, 2 mixing bowls, and a medium non-stick pan. So that's just really good to know, so I can have all my ingredients out. So salt, pepper, let me get. So the first thing it wants you to do is like prep, and I'm just not a prepper, so I just don't do that. We need to make the marinade for the pork tenderloin, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm just kind of eyeballing everything because it says half. Okay, I literally just realized that I did not show you exactly what I was doing, but literally it's brown sugar, soy sauce, garlic, vinegar. It says to mince the garlic, but I am just going to go ahead and grate it with my microplane because it's so much easier and so much faster. And we're done. So literally that was literally no time at all. I love that you can just cut open the packages and move on. I ended up being super precise even with the garlic because it's a marinade. So it's fine. So there's that, and then it said, so the sriracha to taste. And I actually have sriracha in my refrigerator I could have used. That is really good. Perfect. Ooh, that's got a nice, it's got a nice thing. Sorry, the light is coming in super funky. So the next thing that it's telling us to do is go ahead and get this started to get marinated. So I'm just going to open up this beautiful pork tenderloin. This is really beautiful. P.S. I should have started this before. It's 5:52. I probably started about 5 minutes ago. Just so we can kind of frame of reference of how long it takes. So all you're going to do is go ahead and take your pork medallions and throw it in the marinade. I'm going to go ahead and clean my hands off. So guys, that was so easy because everything, again, just like a lot of the other boxes like this, everything's pre-portioned. So we're going to go ahead and work on the next part. The other half of the rice wine vinegar. So use half for the marinade, half for this. Bring you in a little closer so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So, okay, we're done. Like that literally, it now is 5:57. You guys, like that literally took no time at all. For some reason, when I've done Blue Apron or even HelloFresh, especially Blue Apron, I feel like I was left with a lot more dishes and prep stuff. This was really quick, didn't have a lot of ingredients. And literally, you guys look at my sink. Those are mostly what I have left as far as dishes go. I mean, I haven't washed anything, and some of these were from a snack that I had earlier, so literally the minimal amount of cleanup. So I'm gonna actually, because this didn't take nearly as much time as I thought it would, I'm gonna go ahead and let these pork medallions marinate just a little bit more. I really want them to have a lot of flavor, and it's a little early for dinner, so I'm gonna let those marinate. It says for at least 10 minutes. I don't even think it took 10 minutes to prep the coleslaw. So we're gonna let that, I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator and just let that cool. Okay, so we're finally ready to cook up this meat. So probably the most tedious part is they want you to take the meat out and pat dry it so that it can sear. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm heating up a pan right here. Already smelling so good, guys. Like, I love this. I love like the kind of Asian flavors of the sesame oil, the ginger. There's no sesame oil in there, that's the dressing, but the rice wine vinegar, the ginger, the garlic. Oh, so good. It's so good. Fabulous. And then once they're kind of brown and cooked all the way through, we're gonna add the marinade so it kind of makes a glaze. But this is so easy, and it smells so good. You guys, how good does that look? It says to garnish it with a few green onions and this red peppers. I put a few red peppers there. Gosh, I look awful. Sorry, you guys. I cannot wait to dig in. So I'm gonna just try that coleslaw. I feel like toasted sesame oil. That is so good and so light. Let's try this pork. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's like literally so hot. This is so good, and it was so easy and so fast. I'm really impressed with this first meal. I feel like I don't have that much to clean up. I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow is go ahead and put the coleslaw down and the cold pork and eat it like a pork cold salad versus warming it up. I think it'll be perfect. You guys, this coleslaw. So good. So I'm gonna finish this, pack up lunch, and then we'll see how tomorrow's meal goes. See you then. Okay, so here we are for day 2 of Home Chef? That's what it's called. Okay, so first off, this is me in all my glory of, I just got out of the shower and I'm in my pajamas. So that's what you get today, real life. So yesterday's meal was so good, you guys. It was so funny because after I finished filming and I had dinner, my neighbor came over. She was literally like, what are you making? It smells so good. I can smell it all the way down the driveway. So I was just telling her about this, and it was good. And I packed up the coleslaw that was dressed, and I sliced the medallions into bite-sized pieces. I had it like a salad today. The cabbage held up really well. It wasn't soggy or anything like that, so that was really good. So recipe number 2 is the patio barbecue steak sandwiches with corn. And so again, this is really easy. All it's asking you to do is peel the corn, cut the onions, and pat dry the steak. So let's get started on the prep. And you guys, just for reference, it's 6:33. So let's get started. Okay, so I pretty much prepped. I literally have 2 dishes, a knife and a cutting board, and I'm heating up my grill pan. You can do this, it says inside, outside. I'm using a non-stick grill pan just because it's easier. My cast iron one is just a little bit more difficult to clean, and on a weekday like this, I just want it to be quick and easy. It says that you are to put some butter on the bread and put it on the grill pan to crisp it up. I'm just going to do it in the toaster. I don't need to add the extra butter and calories onto it, so I'll put it in the toaster, and that's that. So okay, so besides it being totally smoky because I'm grilling inside, everything else has worked out beautifully. Let's see what time it is. It is now 6:52. So that is a really, really quick meal. So basically, the bread in my toaster oven melted the cheese. The onions are all grilled up, so I'm gonna go ahead and add, actually I'm gonna put my meat down. So that's half a steak. I mean, an entire little steak. Okay. So then I just threw the barbecue sauce down. As you can see, the corn is cooking. So again, this is a substantial amount of food, particularly the meat. I feel like in other boxes that I've tried, the meat has been really not as much as the portions should be, I feel like. So I have so much left over. So for tomorrow, what I'll probably do is just take the toasted bread with the cheese, put the onions and the barbecue sauce on it, cut up the meat, put it in a separate container, heat that up a little bit when I get to my lunchtime, and put that on the sandwich, and then eat my corn. I think that'll be really good. But I'm gonna sit down. Let's see. Let's actually try this first. It's like huge. Okay, good. How attractive is that? I'm going. So good. I like that barbecue sauce. I like the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So good. I'm gonna enjoy this. Come back probably for my corn. And yeah, again, it was another really simple meal. You guys, these are the dishes that I have left over. What's in my sink? Plates and this grill pan. I literally feel like that's the best part, is that there's not a lot of cleanup. It's been so good. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll see you tomorrow for meal number 3. Okay, so we are back for the final day of Home Chef, and it is the broccoli parmesan risotto, which I'm really excited to have. This one I feel like is probably gonna take the most amount of prep. So let's see what time it is. 5:26. I'm getting an early start on dinner. But yeah, let's get the prep started. Okay, so we're just putting the finishing touches on the risotto. It is 6:01. You see that? The light is 6:01. So by far the longest one and the most that you had to like tend to, because you have to, if you've ever made risotto, you have to sit over the burner and stir it until the liquids absorb. So that is fine with me because I picked risotto knowing that that was the process, and I really like risotto. So, you know, if you don't want to tend to something like that, risotto is something probably you wouldn't pick. But yeah, it was really easy. And look at dishes. Yeah, and this were from this morning. Oh, like holding the tripod. So this and this were actually from this morning, from breakfast. So it's just these utensils, this, and then I have a pot here, and then a tray of broccoli in the, I use my toaster oven. So finishing touches are and that is it. This is actually the second recipe that my neighbors come over and been like, what are you cooking? I can smell it down the driveway. So I think that's a good sign. It literally tastes like a gourmet version of like a broccoli cheese casserole. So good. Or like mac and cheese with broccoli in it. But you can hint of the white wine vinegar, the Parmesan, the parsley. It just has a really good mix of flavors. So good. I'm gonna sit down, finish this up. The second half, hot. I'm gonna pack for lunch tomorrow. So keep watching for my entire review of Home Chef and what I thought. Okay, so my final thoughts on Home Chef. I loved it, you guys. I was very impressed with the portion sizes. I was really impressed with the quality of food and the taste of it. The food was so good. And like I mentioned while I was cooking, is that my neighbor came over numerous times. I'm like, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? It smells so good. And the thing is, again, it smelled good. It tasted good, and there was more than enough to give me lunch or dinner the following day. So I felt like those portions are really good, which is really important to me when I'm paying for this and I'm paying for 2 servings, that even as a single person I can utilize it. And I kind of think about, like, if it was 2 adults, would there be enough? And I felt like there really was. I thought that their packaging was really good. It all was really easy to find. They were quick. They do state it's about a 30-minute process, and it was that, if not less, and the cleanup was so easy. I have found in so many other meal service delivery subscriptions or services that sometimes you have so many dishes and so many components, and I have so much cleanup at the end that I don't want to do it. But doing this was easy. I knew the cleanup was going to be good, and that made all the difference for me. I can't recommend Home Chef enough, you guys. The directions were really easy, super easy to follow. And again, you know, when you look at it, the recipes, like, you can know that, like, the risotto was going to be a little bit more involved because cooking risotto is a little bit more involved. So you may not want to choose a more involved recipe, but even making risotto, which can be a little bit tedious, was really easy. The directions were easy to follow. That was the first time I've made a really good risotto, so I really enjoyed that. I think it's really genius that they have these hole punched, let's see if I saved any. I think I put them up already in my recipe stuff, but they give you a binder and those are hole punched. So if you really do like something, you can easily just put it in and have it and save it. And that's exactly what I did. I have a binder that I put up in my recipe stuff because those were so good and I wanted to save them. So I thought that was great. I got a lot of compliments. I took it for lunch during the school year. This has been filmed over quite a long period of time because I did 3 3 services. So people liked it, they tasted it, they were really impressed. I would recommend it, you guys. So again, if you are interested in a home chef, I really recommend trying it, and you can get $30 off your first order, your first week, with a link down below. And so I really do hope you try it out. If you've tried it or you're going to try it, let me know. I want to hear your experiences, and I'm excited to try it out again. So I'll see you for subscription service number 2 soon. Bye.